Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Boers with the Mike Boers channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking tubs today, and in the event that you have water leaking off the side of your tub onto the floor, you're not the only one. The most common reason for this is a tub that's not level. There is a cool product that you can buy to alleviate that water from leaking off the side of your tub. We're going to show you the product and how to install it. Let's get started. All right, DIYers, inside the bathroom now, and unfortunately, we have a tub that is not level. Here's what's happening as we take showers. We can actually wet the wall and wet the inner liner and press the two together and create a seal, as well as down here in this portion here, to do our best to alleviate water from flowing down the tub and falling off this ledge here and leaking onto the floor. You can see what looks as if it is a dried stain from water pooling in this little area right here on the tile. So we want to alleviate that from happening. And the first option you have is obviously leveling the tub itself. However, we are going to do a remodel, so we do not want to separate the bead from the tile and the tub. So here's what we have to temporarily help with our issue. This is called a splash guard. Keeps water in tub, peel, and stick application. Let's go and open it. And as you remove the splash guard from the packaging, just be careful. The instructions are on the back. You don't want to ruin those. At this point, I'm using the toilet seat as a workstation. I kept the pictorial image from the packaging because I wanted to reference it through the project. Here are the instructions. I cut those out as well. And spend a couple minutes and read the information. And then after that, go right into the directions. And you want to follow these carefully and verbatim. Surface preparation is first. You want to thoroughly clean tub and wall areas prior to application. Surfaces must be free of all soap, film, and residue. Wipe dry. As a final preparation, clean surfaces with rubbing alcohol to remove any remaining residue. We will do that right now. Whatever you feel comfortable using. You do not want to damage or scratch your tile, so be careful with what you use when you clean this surface. And from here, I'll go grab a different towel and alcohol. And here's the alcohol we're using today, nothing fancy or special. Got the paper towel pretty soaked with that alcohol. And again, just spend a couple minutes and carefully clean the surfaces that you are going to stick that part to. And after this, I recommend allowing these surfaces to dry for a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes. Back to the pictorial image and instructions, and step 2 basically says when you position that splash guard and base into place, do not have it going over any vertical grout lines or seams. That will interfere with the actual adhesive and degrade the sticking power of your splash guard to your tile. However, back to the pictorial image, take a good look at this and become familiar with where this is actually positioned in this picture in relation to your corner piece of your tub. And what we will do is kind of do a dry run. And what I'm going to do is get that vertical portion of the splash guard as close as I can, maybe 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch from the grout line, and press it into place. And the instructions call for separating the base. However, I'm not actually going to do that. I'm just going to peel off the tape, which will free up the adhesive surface, and I'm going to press this in place. I'll start at the very bottom and peel off that tape that protects the adhesive. And it will separate right here at the base. I'll just continue pulling it off. And from here, again, I'm going to carefully align the splash guard and press base first down where I want it. And I'm going to do my best to make it as straight as I possibly can in the spot I want it. And now that I have the base in place, I will now press the splash guard back. And as you align the splash guard in place, I recommend applying pressure to the splash guard to the wall or tile for about 20 to 30 seconds to allow that adhesive to properly seat. Making progress, DIYers. Here it is installed. And what I will do next is silicone bead around this entire base and maybe 3 inches up to the top grout line of the first tile. And you want to make sure you get 100% waterproof silicone for kitchen, bath, fixtures, countertops, and up to a 10-year warranty. Check that out, mold free. We'll open this up and apply that bead. Went in and cut the tip, and I will carefully again apply that bead. And do your best to keep it clean and presentable. And I will fill that in ever so carefully. And I'll use a wet paper towel to clean this up. What I did next was spend about 1.5 minutes and cleaned up that silicone bead. And here's a closer look of it. What I'll do is apply it up to the top grout line of the first tile, around the base and all the way back and up again. At this point, the bead is complete, and again, just make sure you use the right product. And here is a close-up view. Again, I'm all about presentation. I want it to look as good as it possibly can. I don't want it to look sloppy in any way. What we'll do now, grab the silicone, and it's very important to allow this to cure. 30 minutes, water ready. We are going to let it sit for about 4 to 5 hours and then take a shower and test out our brand new splash guard. As that silicone cures, I do want to show you the surface here. And as water flows down to this portion of the tub, again, this is not level, so water will pool in this area and flow downward. And once it hits the downward slant, it will fall back into the tub. And believe it or not, we'll do one more thing as that silicone cures. Our knobs are loose, and if not tightened once every few months, the knob or handle themselves just fall right off and into the tub, and that's not cool. So in the event that you want step-by-step guidance on how to secure those back in place once and for all and alleviate those from coming loose, definitely check out the video scrolling above. You may find it helpful. Out of the tub now, and that is the closest I can get the splash guard to the inner ledge of the tub due to that inner grout line that is vertical with the splash guard. Hopefully you can get yours closer to the slanted edge here. That would be nice. All right, DIYers, it is late at night. As you can see, dark outside. We put this thing to the test. Let's go ahead and move the shower curtain over. And as you can see, the mirror is all fogged up. We put this thing to the test, and there is absolutely not one drop of water on the floor, which is awesome. There is a pool of water right here, as you can see. However, as it makes its way to about right here, that's when it hits the downward slant of the inner portion of the tub ledge and falls back into the tub. And there is some water buildup right here, as you can see, but I would rather have the water built up right there as opposed to on the ground. And from here, you either wipe that up or just wait until it evaporates on its own. Hopefully this helps, DIYers. Hey, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. Real quick, I turned the light off, and I just wanted to show you with the camera light on. And as you can see, again, water is pooled right here. However, much rather have it pooled there than down on the floor. And one more thing, neither my wife or I pressed the inner liner to the tile. We actually left this wide open and allowed any and all water to flow down that edge of the tub where the tile meets the tub. Because again, we really wanted to put this new product to the test to see how it worked. And we did absolutely nothing to help it, and it worked out perfectly. All right, DIYers, quick update. It is morning time, and what I did was I actually grabbed the silicone and continued to apply that bead all the way around the entire splash guard. And as you saw earlier in the video, that was not my plan. I just wanted to take it up to that first grout line. However, the more I thought about it, the gap in between the splash guard and the tile where the inner adhesive is will always be exposed to the water. And I thought having that adhesive strip exposed to the water and steam, it could possibly degrade and become loose. And that's not what I wanted. And this small little tube, believe it or not, after this entire project, I still have more than half of this bottle filled with silicone.